Check out the acoustics of the train station in St. Paul. That's just my shoes squeaking on the newly polished marble floors. You might wonder, what am I doing in St. Paul suddenly? Well, that is a little bit longer story. When I was really still just a boy, 13 years old, the summer before starting high school, a friend and I hitchhiked across South Dakota. And on our way back home from the Black Hills to Sioux Falls, we discovered that we could hop a freight train in Rapid City and ride through the night. And you know, you can't hitchhike at night. So we rode in a boxcar from Rapid City to Mitchell, South Dakota overnight, and it was incredible. We went through the Badlands, and as the sun was setting, and I mean, it was just a fantastic adventure for a 13-year-old kid. My parents weren't aware I was doing that, but uh, it was fantastic. So fast forward a few years, graduated from high school, and my friends and I would sometimes spend a few weeks on the road hitchhiking and just kind of bumming around the country a bit. So a friend and I, Dan Weiss, we were on our way back to Sioux Falls from, we were in Wichita at the time, and we hopped a freight in the afternoon out of Wichita. And the nice thing about trains is they tend to leave in the afternoon. And so we rode through the night to Kansas City. And that was the last time I rode a train of any significance in terms of, a freight train anyway. So I've had this a bit of an urge to always to kind of do that again. And I followed a guy on YouTube, Stobe the Hobo. I think his real name's Dave Stobie, but fascinating guy, and brilliant piano player and just philosopher in life, and just one of these people that doesn't quite fit in to regular society that well. So I followed him, and tragically he was killed in an accident. His backpack apparently got caught by a train passing by. He was on a bridge and got trapped on it in the Northeast Corridor, where trains travel very fast, and there, isn't a lot of room for people because it's very old, and they didn't construct things that way. And anyway, long story short, 6 months or so ago, he was killed accidentally. So, but he had his videos had rekindled my desire to hop a freight train. And when you're, getting older, I'm 61, those days of hopping are a bit numbered. I had a hell of a time getting in the boxcar. It's like you're jumping out of a pool with no water in it, and I made it, but I had to really kind of squiggle around funny to get in. When in the old days, as a kid, you would just hop up in there. But it's not as easy as it looks on TV or in the movies. In fact, even when you are young, it's hard. The cars come up to your chest, almost neck high, and that's pretty difficult to just pop into something that high. But anyway, I had this urge to do this, so I hid myself along some tracks where I knew trains stopped for a crew change. I waited most of the day and wasn't having any success, and I headed back to Madison. I was going to call it a day, and just then I saw a train rolling into town that looked perfect. So I quickly went back into town, and sure enough, was able to grab my pack just in time, find a rideable car, which isn't always the case, and got in it and stayed hidden until we got out of the yard, and off I went to St. Paul, and it was everything I needed it to be. It was just a fantastic experience to be able to do that again, at least one more time, but anyway, here's a little video of it.
We're just waiting for the train to leave after the crew change. So I'm basically in the corner of a boxcar, out of sight. And once the train clears town, I'll be able to get some video out the door. I'm getting the brakes really slow. We're starting to move. These trains are really loud, especially in a boxcar.
We've stopped for some reason. All I can do is hope that that reason isn't me. This is some metal cabling right there. I'm going to use that to make sure this door can't close. I stuck some paper down in the track earlier. These doors are usually they're so friggin' tight you can't begin to open them, but this one I could actually push open a little further. Anyway, I would expect a train to come past us at some point. Otherwise, there's no reason to be on a siding. Anyway, so far so good on this trip. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that I was able to pull this off today. At least so far. You know, everything can fall apart in a hurry, but we're good right now. Uh-oh, we are backing up. This has me a little bit concerned. Why would we back up? That seems like a strange thing for a train to do. Which has me wondering exactly why they're doing it. Sure why we backed up, but I understand why we're stopped. Check this out. I don't think they stopped because of me. I heard the dispatcher on the scanner talking to the engineer, but I couldn't gather whether we're getting ready to move forward or if we're going to sit here for a while for something to come past besides Amtrak, which already went past. So I don't know. Anyway, kind of nice to have a little break and relax. I could climb out of this car, but with another main track right next to us, I don't want to get seen out here. So I'm just going to relax, take a little break.
Mile 254.0, coma, number 2, main, 55 degrees, axle 356, no alarms, link 4520, mile 254.0, out.
So here comes the train.
19, no defect to 54.0, track 2680, out.
So there is my battery. So I got a special battery to recharge my phone. So, and I can also recharge that scanner I've been using. The scanner, man, that thing really goes through the batteries. So there's a train coming around us, and that's why we've been stopped waiting for it. Amtrak came by, and then they kept us here. And I can hear a train coming, so we'll poke our head out just a little bit. But yeah, that little silver battery is pretty cool. I guess you can charge your phone about 700 times. So we're gonna get a go here pretty soon. And you can see down there that he's got a green light on that signal. I don't know if that shows up or not.
Into the traffic that we needed out of the way, and now it'll be our turn to go. Man, they're hauling a lot of frac sand out here. That was what that train seemed to be. So let's see if we hear an okay for us now. Oh, I can hear the brakes releasing. I don't know if you can hear the air going out. And sometimes, if there's any slack in the train, which there probably is since we backed up, we're going to get that bang, 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 bang sound. We'll see. Didn't get that. It just started sort of rolling. You couldn't hear it as noisy and creaky as his car is, but the engine honks twice before they actually start officially rolling. Well, that was quite a bang.
It's starting to get a little dark. I'm rolling into La Crosse. And we're going to cross the Mississippi River here. I'm hoping we go north to St. Paul, because I don't know what I'm going to do if we go south. It wasn't in my plans exactly. So, sorry about that, folks. We'll find out what it's going to do here.
I'm going north, not south. Outstanding. I think that's the interstate right there, running along the bluffs. This is definitely what we wanted. And then looks like I'll probably make it into St. Paul at night. Perfect. Hopefully I can slip out of there without getting busted.
here on train as a toast to you. Rest in peace. I appreciate you rekindling my interest in hopping freight trains. Thanks.
What's 71 here?